Hey everyone, my name is Ayush and welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this YouTube channel, I'll be uploading lots of stuff. For example, I'll be uploading book reviews, I'll be uploading movie reviews, I'll be uploading interviews of many people, I'll be sharing experiences, I'll be doing lots of stuff. So let's start with the first book review that I'll be doing today. And the book that I'll be reviewing today is The Immortals of Meluha. So this book was released in the year 2010 and has sold over millions of copies during this period. The story is basically about our gods, prominently Lord Shiva, who is presented as not as a legend but as a man of bone and flesh. Okay, so let's talk about the story. So I'll be trying to give a summary, spoiler-free summary, so that you can actually guess what kind of a story it is. So it is a mythological fiction, and the premise has been set around 2000 years ago in the Indus Valley civilization, which is prominently divided into two kingdoms, Meluha, the land of good, and Swadeep, the land of evils. Now, the Meluhans are under constant threat of terrorist attacks, which are conducted by Swadeepans, who are also believed to have consorted with the evil tribe of Nagas. Now, Shiva, who is the leader of a tribe living somewhere near Mansarovar Lake in Tibet, comes down to Meluha to salvage its people and rise above the evil. So this is the basic story. Now, the reason that I am reviewing this book today, one more reason that I have to review this is because I kind of restarted my reading habits with this book, and I guess this was the best book I could have started with. It kind of revived my reading habits over the period. So there are many good points that I would like to mention. I'll mention the few points that I really liked about it. Like the first thing that I liked about this book is that it has a story. So, like, if you look at it from a perspective, the plot might seem quite simple. Like, there's good, there's evil, the good fights the evil, and the good prevails. But yeah, there's more to that story. Like, it's more about a chase for the good. It's kind of the identification of good and evil, and not just the war between the good and the evil. So that kind of adds a different angle to the story, and it's really good. Also, the book kind of starts and ends on a justified note. The second thing that I liked about this book, which is particularly my favorite thing that I see in any book, is the character development. I'll not say all the characters, but yeah, all the prominent characters, all the imperative characters have been given ample time to develop their traits over the chapters. Okay, like if I try to explain it in a simple term, or if I try to explain it simply, I would say, like, if a character is there in the story, I would not want that like his traits are imposed on me by the author. Like, I do not want to know that Shiva is brave. I want to know how he is brave. Like, what has he done that I should call him brave? So that is kind of the best thing that I found in this book. Like, the characters are given ample time to develop their traits, so that you can actually imagine a man or a person of that magnificent character in your mind. Okay, so that is the best thing that I found in this book. And the third thing that I guess I have heard from everyone, that everyone liked it, is the narration style of Amish Tripathy. Like, we have to accept that he has the most amazing narration style, which is quite intriguing, to be very precise to say, and it is quite gripping. The reason that I say this is because he kind of gets into all those details about the people whom the characters meet, about the places that he visits. The way he describes everything, that kind of makes it interesting, quite interesting. And also, the book is kind of action packed. It has all sorts of things. It has emotions, it has love, it has devotion. So that kind of makes this book an unputdownable book. Now, I guess these three things, I guess, were the best thing that I have pointed out, so that you can actually read it. Now, a few things that I did not like about this book, and I guess everyone should know that. But yeah, I'll be telling you this thing, that the things that I did not like about this book, like, they can be ignored. You can overlook them, and that will not make much difference to the to your experience reading the story. So the first thing that I did not like about this book uh, is there are certain lines that I kind of felt irritating, like this one. So this is a line which Shiva, it comes into his mind. This thought comes into his mind when he watches Sati for the first time. The reason that I did not like this book, this line, this dialogue specifically, because this is completely cheesy. It's kind of irritating, and a character who is so great, I would not expect him to think of these things in his mind, and that too, like I don't think like this particularly, so that kind of was really irritating. But yeah, these lines have been used at two or three places in the entire book, so I guess you can actually ignore them. Uh, then the second thing that did not bother me much, but yeah, a few people whom I talked to, they kind of mentioned this, and I guess I should tell you that the details that he goes into, like they attract my attention. But yeah, the same might not be case with other people as well. Like many people might get bored, reading about all those details. So if they kind of ignore that, or if they skip that part, they might skip some information which might be helpful to interpret the story further. But yeah, both the things can be ignored. Like both these drawbacks can be ignored, and that will not make much difference to your experience reading the story. I personally suggest everyone, whoever wants to start reading or whoever wants to read this book, I will say that you must go for it. Thank you so much for watching this review. Please give it a big thumbs up if you like it, and comment, share, subscribe. Thank you.